Commentating is still something I love to do. Unfortunately, we got some great matches to do it. We have Liquid's very own Dabuz going up against Armada Syrup Booble. Let's do it. I'm so happy. I'm psyched. I'm actually really hyped.
We're all here, and it's great to be back after 2 months of all of this. It's great to see new characters and new experimentation, like a bunch of players that are finally coming back out of the woodwork despite the long break. And we're seeing a Dabuz going all Sora today. We're seeing Syrup freshly removed from middle school to be here and throw out this Ness and see what he's got coming up against Dabuz at potentially his best. As you see that counterattack come down, it's really weird for Sora to try and contest Ness in midair because both of them want to play a similar kind of matchup. But Ness's buttons tend to come out just a little bit faster, meaning Sora does have to play to his, albeit awkward, range.
Contesting a little bit faster, but at the end of the day, you got to remember, despite that slow speed, is that Nair's going to take the stock, that slow double jump. That is a disjoint, and Dabuz does know how to use disjoints. He's messed around with them for quite a time as that back air is going to take the stock. I must reminisce back to not last week's Kingdom, but the one before that, in which Syrup did double eliminate Dabuz's Sora and won that bracket over him as Dabuz has been frequenting that tournament. So let's see if he can do anything different here.
Yeah, it's going to really be on how much Dabuz has put on the extended combo tree of Sora with these instant double jumps, with these up air chains. Because for the most part, he's just been playing raw neutral with Sora's rather active buttons and using that hit stun to his advantage. Like we see at this low percent combo coming out from Sora for a quick 45%. But the real meat and bones of Sora really can come down to how he can space you out with his spells so effectively and then force you into really awkward spots where those Keyblade swings come in clutch.
Yeah, it's coming down. That's sort of the hard part against a big meaty hitbox like that. And you would think that, you know, characters like Ness's would have like a relatively easier time coming down against something like that. Because one thing that I remember Syrup doing a lot in this matchup is he likes to try to bait out Dabuz's double jump because that's pretty much like a Mewtwo double jump. It's very, very slow, but Dabuz does it in such a way below the platforms that he sort of waits to shark instead, and that's how he gets his kills.
We'll get to see how he can take this stock early. Oh, he does it right there. This is twice now off stage. He's followed Syrup and called him out. First time for an air dodge, second time for no air dodge. Syrup has to be really careful how he's going to play his offstage game. But meanwhile, on stage, Syrup is extremely good in contesting where Dabuz wants to be with Ness's large falling aerials. And on a biplat stage like this, Ness's PK Fire is that much more effective, not to mention the PSI Magnet on that Thundara.
That's more than a movement option, my friends. You do get that sweet, sweet health back. And Sora's got a lot of energy-based attacks and helps us commentators because it's got the name for it right on the screen. Makes our job that much easier. Feeling out the neutral right now, just going to eat one more back air. Dabuz is leading in percent, but against Ness, that is pretty much nothing doing. Back air is going to launch him off stage. Just feeling each other out right now. Yeah,
these dash attacks to catch landings have been really good for Syrup and a great corner pressure mix-up with that grab. Just trying to get as much damage as possible. Sora, far from the heaviest. Oh, he only goes for 2 that time. Usually it's been 1 or 3. That time Dabuz mixing up further, though great DI on all of these. Syrup just trying not to get hit and play out of shield. There it is off the parry. Forward air. Let's see if he can make this lead situation happen. Angle it down.
There we go. Optimal, right there. Optimal, yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the best thing you could have done right there.
A round of applause.
It's not going to kill, but my friend, you stood there with the yo-yo in your face and you survived pretty much the entire time, man. You can't be salty about that not killing. You know he's not, but maybe Syrup can be a little salty about that. That is one thing that Dabuz and Sora players have been doing the likes of. You know the fair 1-2 trains. It sort of skips the last stop on the third one, man. It's like the opposite of the MTA. It's like you think it's going to come when you need it, but it kind of just doesn't. It skips a whole stop and jumps straight to that one. Dabuz is so proficient with those confirms with this character already. You saw him try to go for one other one earlier in that game into an up smash. I think he predicted that Syrup was going to air dodge in there. But
that can be a true combo if you do it right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit tight, and you have to get a later hit of either fair or nair too, but true combos, bro.
Okay. True combos, my friend.
Sora's got a lot of hit stun to use to his advantage. It's just a matter of finding the right positioning in order to set up those combos, which is why Sora generally loves stages like Battlefield in order to manipulate those platforms to his advantage. Because you can get strings like that for 24 or combo into the immensely damaging up air. We saw it kills at high percents, and it also can do like 14.
Yeah, not even just the true stuff. Dabuz is really good at like nickel and diming his opponent on like not just this stage, but in this matchup as well. Because not only he uses those platforms to continue his strings, but he's very good at sharking with them as well. That was so unfortunate. I think he tried to sneak a counter in there, but it sort of mixed in with his double jump. He couldn't get back.
Yeah, I think he traded with the down tilt. He traded with the down smash of Ness. It was that down tilt into up smash. Syrup was not ready to DI it. We get to see Dabuz again sharking with that up air, but still not taking the stock. Syrup playing for his survivability. Then F tilt 1, 2, 3, still not doing it.
Yeah. And that should be it right there. If times it right, no, he actually pushes him off instead. Going to force him right back to the ledge. And if there's one thing Dabuz definitely knows on top of everything else, it is ledge trapping. Going to knock him off once again with that burst. With that burst range in the dash attack, but he's having a relatively hard time taking the stock right now. Syrup narrowly sneaking in that shield and still surviving plenty on his stock.
That's so tragic.
Yeet, though,
he
yeah.
called him out with the shield in the corner and just dash grab too early.
Yeah, sometimes it just comes down to a matter of timing, my friend. You know, like
true.
a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you don't need me to tell you, it's just RPS at the end of the day. But that RPS, you still got to whip that rock out fast enough to the point where you can actually make sure it's good usage against the scissors. And right there, the scissors just a little too sharp. And speaking of sharp, already 60% on Syrup's second stock right here. Dabuz not letting loose at all.
Yeah, these quick clips, though, that double jump out in disadvantage is a very interesting spot. Let him get by, though, just in case. Looking for some of these forward airs to try and hit below ledge, catch that air dodge. He's going to look for it again. Maybe just catch an air dodge. No, trying to stay alive, have that presence on ledge, and use the active frames of F-tilt to catch these frequent jumps from Syrup. And hey, Ness players do be jumping from ledge a lot. That jump from ledge forward air is a menace.
Oh, you know, in these matchups, dude, that's the kind of thing that is so super duper important. If there's anything that Ness has historically struggled against, it is swordy characters. And you know, it's like, you know, as slow as some of Sora's options and like, you know, his general mobility can be, that is still a disjoint at the end of the day. And in these matchups, it really comes down to picking and choosing your movement options so precisely with a character with a distinct lack of disjoints like Sora. But you don't get to be considered a top Ness unless you know how to like really mix yourself up in those ledge scenarios.
Another jump. He can punish with a dash attack, but Syrup expects that with the rising up air immediately. Have to be careful, and there is the dash attack. Yet again, Syrup coming in with this dash attack. A very important Ness buff that happened rather recently. The base knockback, or the knockback growth on that getting a little bit higher, means that Ness has a pretty powerful grounded burst option that kills.
Yeah, if there's anything Ness is a fan of, it's knockback growth, not even necessarily just knockback. People confuse his back throw as the strongest one in the game. It has the highest knockback growth. The strongest back throw is actually Incineroar's. That's the strongest knockback. There is the difference right there. And I don't know why they keep giving Ness those little tidbits, I suppose, but it doesn't really matter. We're down to the last stock here in game number 2. Potentially Syrup's last stock of the winner's bracket if Dabuz is able to close it out. But the cute little PK Thunder 1 into the F-tilt just to keep him off right there. It was really good on Syrup to recognize that was his quickest option to continue the edge guard.
And the chain coming out from Dabuz in the scramble, turning it into a platform combo by mashing fair at a disadvantage. Hey, he set it up pretty good, though at 105 here. He's got to be careful with how he's going. Goes for the hurricane drop!
He knew. That's why he didn't jump up with the up air right there. He knew he was going to eat that and then immediately get put back in disadvantage. Syrup is too smart and too experienced against Dabuz's Sora at this stage in the game. Now just trying to get some kind of raw hit in the neutral, but getting caught in the fair trade once again. The MTA? Nah, man, you know, you're waiting by the bench. You got the yo-yo instead. We're going to game 3.
And that was, it's kind of ended how the first stock, how Dabuz was able to take Syrup's first stock, just only in reverse. Dabuz reading the fact that Syrup wanted to chase him down, went for a pivot grab, but Syrup stopped just a little bit because he knew that Dabuz was getting, he knew that he was getting a lot of kills with dash attack, and Dabuz wanted to counterplay that.
I need you to answer me this question right now. Was that just something he predicted, or was that young man reaction time that has long been in my past?
You know, true.
You know what I mean? Was that young man I'm going to go for a pivot grab. Oh, God, what's he doing? And then just stopped? Or was that, did he know that Dabuz was going to down air there the entire time?
I mean, it's a rather safe play from Syrup, and you're seeing him do it right here, albeit getting punished at that time. Syrup approaching with shield because he has options like up smash and neutral or out of shield to always keep him safe if he wants to play out of block. And on a stage like Battlefield, sometimes you really need to hold the center stage, hold this tri-plat position, and see what you can make out of it. And that's exactly what Dabuz has honestly made a career out of.
Yeah, you know, you do see some like weird, eerie similarities, I should say, between this and the Rosa. I'm not saying it's a one-to-one comparison, but you see a lot of like the little like 1-2 like fair trains in between. It just reminds me of like the weird little puppet combos that he used to do with the Luma back and forth. It's not the same thing, and it's a lot more direct. He doesn't have to like, you know, play like the puppet and control a whole separate thing, so it's definitely a little bit easier. But this just always seemed like a Dabuz character to me, so I'm happy that he's still playing this, at least for the time being. He did say this might be his last full solo Sora local. He did mention that a couple hours ago, but who knows?
Yeah, I think it's the character. I think the character is solid A. You have a lot of flexible tools. You have a lot of ways to prolong the game and play at your pace. And characters like Ness who want to play in scrambles can have a little bit of trouble with that. Not to mention having a lot of tools to hit ledge means your ledge trapping is still very effective. Dash attack, forward air, F-tilt. These are pretty strong tools in order to contest a lot of this common ledge play that characters see in the case of players like Ness or characters like Ness or Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, your punish game with Ness has to be really, really good here, because if you don't and you whiff something, like you said in the scrambles, you don't want to get caught in the gimmick stuff right there. Even if he doesn't get to just continue the fair 1-2 trains right here, it sets up so beautifully on those platforms like you mentioned back in Game 1. So seeing us go to Battlefield here, a stage where Ness can certainly get juggled to pieces, especially by something like a disjoint, might just be ballsy, or he might have something else up his sleeve, Syrup does.
Yeah, I know Syrup likes platforms in and of himself. That yo-yo up smash covering all of that entire arc, the Sonic Blade. Not much invulnerability, though. It does move rather quick.
Around the world.
In 80 days, no less.
Man, we are boomers.
Oh, well, we are.
That's an actual boomer movie, like our generation's boomers. My God.
Where did the time go?
Where did the time go?
Oh. Looks no worse for wear.
Dash back, did you see that?
That was so good.
Oh my God, that was so cute. He made him think for a second that that corner pressure was going to let up. Absolutely nothing doing, says Syrup, as he gets another grab to completely even this game out in terms of percent. I like the rising nair right there, because even if that missed like the speed at which his double jump was going right there, he would have been out scot-free. And again, around the world. That wasn't even 80. That was like 60 daes.
Yeah,
minimum. That was fast.
He's lowering the time. He's getting new world records every single time.
Was the Earthbound any percent?
We're gonna have to ask Speed. Get summoning salt on that.
Yeah, we'll hit him up later.
Still 120. There should the fair up smash, but didn't miss the dash forward to make it combo. Shout out to Gaikai for the follow. He's looking for these down tilt up smashes though. He's looking for some kill confirms that Sora does have access to. Just runs in with that boosted grab. But the back throw, he needs his edge guard. I'm surprised he hasn't been going for the aerial sweep rising off stage akin to how Link's used the hero spin.
Yeah.
But you're trying to maintain your consistent edge guard in these consistent levels of play, and Syrup is just kind of burning him for it, quite literally there.
Yeah, man, he's just getting caught again, man. He wants so bad to get like one of those confirms, but the fair into the up smash isn't working. The down tilt definitely definitely would have a couple of percent ago at this point. But honestly, he's just still fishing for it right now. See, he's trying to read some double jumps off of that right now. And Syrup not giving it to him. Third time's the charm in a row that time. Dabuz finally going to get it.
Yeah, Nair 1-2. He's literally playing Kingdom Hearts out here. Like,
he is.
This is how those combos go. Any Kingdom Hearts 2 fans. Hurricane drop? No, he baits it out by trying to line it up towards a platform, gets the Nair into a forward smash. That's a lot of damage. Could have gotten the hit, but instead goes for a get-up attack, a super long-range get-up attack, and it's the perfect option there. Oh, Dabuz starting to cash in on some of this information, getting a lot of grabs. No forward air, but gets another one, keeping Ness off stage, keeping him in a predicament, and that's no jump. That's a frozen boy.
The Daga, oh my God, that's set up into the Daga so beautifully, but it doesn't matter. He gets caught right in the ankles again. Oh, man, it really seemed like Dabuz was mounting a comeback right there, but he just couldn't clutch it in that one last scramble. That is where Ness thrives, Ubel.
Oh, absolutely.
You know that.
I mean, completely agree. It was looking so good. He convinced Syrup to use his jump, got him frozen off stage, forced him to use his air dodge in multiple different ways, but he missed the hit on ledge, and he missed the hit going back to stage, and was unable to recover the third time. That's like just literal frame.
You can't be whiffing there.
That's unfortunate.
Not against Ness, man. This is one of the reasons that I actually love this matchup, and is why I'm very grateful that I got to cast it as much as I did at the last, not last week's Kingdom, the Kingdom before that week. I don't remember what number it is. I'm sorry, Goffin. It was just such a hype thing to see, especially after the reset, because Ness, once he's in, he's in. He can still do so much to Sora, get his patented strings and everything. But at the end of the day, despite that slow mobility that Syrup tried so hard to take advantage of in that previous set, that is a disjoint at the end of the day. Smash Ultimate, He really likes those. Done it.
Big fan.
Big fan of disjoints. You know, like I follow you on Twitter. I know you don't have as many on your Instagram disjoints, but like I followed your Insta. I'm trying to help your numbers get up. I love you, bro. You know, so, but not this time around. Syrup just